Hey guys, sorry, just getting a few things set up. A little bit behind, but I'm getting there. All right, we are going to continue reading from A Course in Miracles. Let's go on to the next 50 principles of miracles. What are they? What's a miracle? I'm glad you asked. Excellent question. Excuse me, guys. I am getting better. Not 100%. So, I can only define miracles by what we're doing here with the Course in Miracles. Someone else might enter a different one, and it might be so for them. Absolutely fine. But here in the 5 a.m. discussions, live streams that are titled Course in Miracles, reading from Course in Miracles, I'm going to limit the definition as presented through A Course in Miracles. And with that, a miracle is a shift in perception, how we perceive the world, where we know somehow this little bit of willingness to see things differently, that somehow a little bit of doubt creeps in, that the world in which we perceive is the actual world, that things can be different, that I can be at peace instead of whatever I might be experiencing right now. That little bit of willingness, that little bit of doubt is huge, because now we can ask for a miracle. If it is so, if I can truly see things a different way, what will it take? And it will take a miracle. And to reiterate, going all the way back, we were going to do principle 40 and reading through there, but let's go back to 3. Miracles occur naturally as expressions of love. The real miracle is the love that inspires them. In this sense, everything that comes from love is a miracle. So, they're natural. We just ask. We can perceive things differently. The important thing, and I think the most meaningful thing, is when we come to the conclusion that, yes, there is a possibility that how I see things might be wrong, and that maybe there's another way. Maybe there's a better way. And the better way is always and only love. When we choose to step into the reality of love, denying that our perception is the actual reality of the experience itself. It may certainly feel that way. No one wants to bypass their suffering, their sorrow, and we don't want to deny that. We don't want to say what you're experiencing isn't valid. We don't want to invalidate any experience, most especially someone who is suffering, someone who is going through something, including ourselves. However, just because we are experiencing something, just because we perceive something, no matter how dark, no matter how heavy, no matter how violent, doesn't mean that it's reality. Remember that A Course in Miracles begins with only love is real and nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. So instead of denying that our perception is something that we're experiencing, we say that our experience isn't reality because it's not of or coming from love. And that even through the worst of this experience, I can ask for a miracle in which I recognize myself as love. So, Miracle 40, 4-0. The miracle acknowledges everyone as your brother and mine. It is a way of perceiving the universal mark of God. Everyone no matter what they bring you. That's when we ask for a miracle. If someone comes in insulting us, trolling us, even if someone is threatening violence, even if we are experiencing violence, we ask for the miracle. Can I see this person as my brother? Again, that doesn't deny that we are being hurt, doesn't deny the hurt, but it means that we are looking to see deeper, past the perception to the reality that that person is suffering. That person is suffering through his lack of recognizing his own sense of being loved. Doesn't validate the person, but it goes to the deeper aspect of who that person truly is. So, 41, wholeness is the perceptual content of miracles. They thus correct or atone for the faulty perception of lack. Hey, Village Food Season, how are you, my friend? I appreciate the like. Thank you. Excuse me. I'm doing well. I know I don't sound well. I'm not really sick. I'm getting over being sick, and it's been lingering. Man, there's something that's going around all over the place, and it takes a while to get over. Nice to see you too, my friend. So let me repeat that. Wholeness is the perceptual content of miracles. So asking for a miracle is simply saying, can I see things as being whole, complete, reality? So in this way, they correct our own perception. Hey, Grumpy Sepper. How are you, my friend? Hey, Eric. Good morning. Good morning to you. So a major contribution of miracles is their strength in releasing you from your false sense of isolation, deprivation, and lack. So, asking for a miracle. Remember, a miracle is simply a shift in perception. And in that shift of perception, we are released from our own false sense of isolation, our own false sense of deprivation, and our own false sense of lack. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. 43. Miracles arise from a miraculous state of mind, or a state of miracle readiness, which is love, the acceptance of love. 44. The miracle is an example of an inner awareness of Christ and the acceptance of his atonement. By Christ. Christ is that universal consciousness that belongs to us all. Christ consciousness, Krishna consciousness, Buddha consciousness, it is just consciousness. It is love. It's universal. It does not belong to one religion. It does not belong to one practice or spirituality. Again, it's universal. Christ consciousness. Christ comes from the Greek title, Christos, anointed, awakened. We get away from Village Food Season. Thank you, my friend. Last one for the day. A miracle is never lost. It may touch many people you have not even met and produce undreamed of changes in situations of which you are not even aware. That's the importance of asking for a miracle. Remember, we're defining miracles seen through the lens of A Course in Miracles, which is a shift in perception. How I see things is not necessarily how things are. And it takes a willingness to say, can I see through the surface to the depth of reality? Introduction of Course in Miracles says, the Course does not aim, this is the introduction, the Course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that is beyond what can be taught. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is our natural inheritance. The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can truly have no opposite. The Course, therefore, can be summed up very simply in this way: nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. Hey, Chi. Chi says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Today, by the way, is Festivus. You guys are familiar with Seinfeld? Festivus is it's a refusal to step into the commercialism of how Christmas has been presented lately. Yes, indeed. Do you have your list of grievances, Chi? We're going to do a little 1 o'clock. Lisa says, give me a second. Merry Festivus. Merry Festivus to you, my friend. Yes, your unadorned aluminum Festivus pole. Don't forget your feats of strength. You know, originally, people associate it with Seinfeld. Originally, it was thought of by, I don't remember his name. He was an editor for Reader's Digest, and he celebrated with his family. Again, it didn't have the Festivus pole or the airing of grievances or the feats of strength, but it was sort of a recognition that the commercialism of Christmas went too far. The son of, it was Dan something, the son of the guy who came up with this became a writer too, and he wrote for Seinfeld. So he took his own experience with Festivus and wrote it into the Seinfeld episode and added the Festivus pole and the airing of grievances and the feats of strength. And it's become something. So, you know, let's see, Chi says, wow, that's interesting. I like backstories. So do I. I actually looked this up because I was wondering where the guy came from, where the idea came from. So, you know, the entirety of A Course in Miracles is in erasing our grievances. And so I don't know, this afternoon, when we do our airing of the grievances, our annual airing of the grievances, if I will have any to air. I've been working on it for a long time. They still come up. I still have judgments. I still have resentments. I still have resistance to love. I get caught up in the ego. Sometimes I refuse or don't remember to ask for a miracle. But I also know at this point in my life that all that is a possibility, that at any moment I can ask for a miracle. I can have that shift in perception. I can return to love. And I can every day. I liken it, some of the teachings from Ho'oponopono, which is the Hawaiian art of forgiveness and reconciliation, where they liken it to having a whiteboard. On the left side of the whiteboard is our history of grievances, our history of judgment, our history of resistance to love, resentments, ancient hatreds, personal and cultural. On the right side of the whiteboard is our daily grievances, our daily resistance to love, our daily resentments. When we wake up in the morning, we can keep adding to that whiteboard, or we can start wiping it clean. See what happens at the end of the day. The next day it might be full again, and we might have new things written on it, but guess what? We can start wiping it clean and wiping it clean. As we go through the days, as we go through each moment by moment by moment, we find it gets easier to get that whiteboard cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. Even the ancient hatreds that we have, the Republicans versus Democrats, the race against race, the country against country, the families feuding with families, all that stuff. The more we forgive, we start wiping that clean. And we find that we're free. We're free of all that. We're free of our grievances. And Festivus comes around and we're like, man, I don't even have a list of grievances. All I have is an unadorned aluminum pole. And that's pretty cool. Hey, Sniper. Sniper says, greeting beautiful souls from across the pond, but under the same skies. Greetings to you, my friend. Appreciate you being here. So that was the next 5 miracle principles. And I'll reiterate that a miracle, as seen through the teachings of A Course in Miracles, is simply a shift in perception, where for whatever reason we come to the conclusion that things are not working for us any longer. We're tired of battling ourselves and other people. I wrote about that this morning because I wrote about seasonal depression. My own depression hasn't been seasonal. It's been a low-lying but ever-present, just this light pull towards darkness. Sometimes it gets bad. Sometimes it's light, almost not even recognizing it, but it always seemed to be there. Over the course of several years, it's gotten lighter, but it still affects worse in winter. Somewhere along the line, and I can only liken it to grace, I stopped fighting. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to fight my way through winter. I'm not going to be depressed. I'm going to keep myself busy. I'm going to do things. That's one way of going through it. And if it works for you, God bless. Because we all need some kind of help when it comes to that. For me, what happened was just surrendering, refusing to fight. Coming to this point where I just said, I'm going to love myself through this. I'm going to love myself through the struggle. I'm going to love myself through the darkness and come out through the other side. Here's one of the great teachings from nature. Seasons always change. It's never winter forever. Nor is it ever summer forever. If you are experiencing any one thing, you will eventually experience something other. If you can love yourself through what's present now, you'll come out the other side. I promise you that. You will come out through the other side, no matter what it is right now. Hey, Trending. Trending says, liked and shared. So thank you very much, my friend. Much appreciated. So if you know that you'll come out through the other side, if you know you can love yourself through this, don't wait. Love yourself through this, whatever it might be. And a lot of people ask how, which is a good question. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Loving yourself through something is not trying to change what it is we are experiencing. It also means introducing something that might change what we're experiencing. Nothing's off limits. Acceptance doesn't mean that we're saying I won't do anything to fix this. It's simply acknowledging what is present is present. But it could also be otherwise. So I think loving ourselves through any present situation is being intuitive, is being open, and it's being allowing, and it's also asking for help. That could be from other people. It can be therapeutically. It can be from friends or from family. It can be through our own heart center, but it could also be, as it says in, AA, the Big Blue Book, you can ask God. That is when a miracle happens. It's simply asking. Not my will, but thine. Asking for God. Asking God for help. Let's see. Trending says, much blessings. Oh, thank you, my friend. Trending says, what can you say, sir, if you pray for something and someone says, don't rejoice for it because it might not last? I would say rejoice anyway. Rejoice for that very reason. Rejoice because it may not last, but it's here now. Embrace and love what is here now. Love yourself through what you have right now. The whole lesson of the Buddha was that nothing will last. Everything is change, and that we suffer because we cling to that which is changing. However, the one thing that remains, according to A Course in Miracles, is love. So love what you have, rejoice that you've prayed for it and that it's here, and also know that it's a gift. And no gift is supposed to last forever. It's in that very transient, that allows you to love it even more deep, because you know that it is temporary. That's why it's so important to cherish the people in your life, everyone. Trending says, thank you so much, Sir Yogi. Absolutely, my friend. Hey, Austin. Austin, thank you for that shout out yesterday. I did not expect it. I came expecting the shout out for Stuart the Fish Whisperer, and I found a shout out for me too. Thank you. So in just a minute, guys, I'm going to head out and take my walk. Hey, Dretson. Nice to see you so early, Dretson. If I had to guess, I would say that, Dretson, your kid got you up early. So Merry Christmas, my friends. I know it's a couple days early, but just in case I don't see you all Christmas, I'll be here. But, hey, maybe you guys got plans. Austin says, you're so welcome. Are you guys connected with our friend Austin? He is traveling towards 1K subs. Dritson says exactly. One son woke up very early, and one dog messed up the entire floor. Wow, what a morning. Trading Sirs, thank you very much, sir. Absolutely, my friend. And thank you. Thank you for all your support through this year, Trending. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you, my friend. You do so much for so many people, and I I hope you recognize that. I hope you get the recognition for that. Austin drops his link. Thank you, Austin. Dritson says, we are live. Absolutely, we are live. Dog mess and crying baby. We are alive. It's all a gift. All of it. Trending says, because I prayed for this thing. So, the perspective offered through the Bhagavad Gita, holy text for yoga, is that you are entitled to your effort. You are entitled to your prayers. But everything else belongs to God. So, in that way, we hold everything lightly, knowing that it all comes from God, that it is all, it's already given to God. So, everything that we have now is that gift. We are entitled to enjoy it, but we are not entitled to it lasting. It doesn't need to last. It's enough that we have it now. It's enough that it's a gift from God. And in that, we can surrender to the motion of life. You know, we don't cling to experience because there's nothing to cling to. We're fluid. We're light. We're easy. Friedrich Nietzsche said, He called us to allow ourselves to be a cosmic dancer. Let me bring this up before I go for my walk. Excuse me, guys. So this is what Friedrich Nietzsche said, called it a cosmic dancer. Someone who moves lightly and turns from one position to another without resting in one place. Without resting in one place. Nietzsche believed that dance was the discipline that could help people develop a sensory awareness, perception, and responsibility. I love the word responsibility, our ability to respond. He also believed that dance was a bodily practice that could help people overcome themselves in a firm light. So a cosmic dancer, someone who moves lightly and turns from one position to another without resting in one place. Allow yourself to be that cosmic dancer. Training says I got demonetized last 2021 and prayed for this to be remonetized, and thankfully I was given a chance. That's awesome. Hey, Trending, could you share sometime why you got demonetized? You don't have to do it this morning, but it might be a lesson for other people to help them not get demonetized. Hey, Trending, I wonder if you could see it this way. Maybe you got demonetized to help other people, to show that they can overcome setbacks, that they can regain what was lost, that they can work for what they want. Here's what I noticed about how hard you worked, is you did it all so joyfully. You had fun. You had fun getting monetized again. You put out amazing content. And not only that, you helped so many people on your way to getting monetized. You helped me get monetized. Tristan Zaffin says, good perspective. You're giving voice to some of my more chaotic thoughts this morning. Trending says, I'm so grateful because I had a dream I monetized before I got the approval email. God is so amazing indeed. Amen. Absolutely. Trending says, thank you for all your part of this journey. I was happy to be part of it. Trending says, I got rejected 5 times. And you just kept going. You just kept going. Hey, Goku. Hello, my friend. Trending says, thank you so much, sir. Yes, indeed. Buying Space says, Nietzsche was a atheist that I believed that he was a Superman and spirit to other people. I didn't get that impression. I think he was more agnostic from my own reading, and that by Superman, he meant letting go of the ego and being the authentic version of who we are. But hey, maybe we're both right about this. Maybe we're both wrong. Trending says, I never prayed, never gave up, and prayed for it all along the way. And that's why I'm so happy and celebrated it. And you should. You should celebrate. You never gave up, as you said. And the important thing about you not giving up, again, is that you did it joyfully. You know, I watched so many of your live streams as well as going through your playlist. And I saw how much joy that you had. Let's see. Blank Space says he did not believe in God. And Trending says, thank you very much, sir. You're welcome. See, I like the fact that Nietzsche believed that we were essentially part of nature. And my own thoughts is that if you believe you are part of nature, then essentially you believing that you are part of God. Of course, he probably didn't frame it that way. Doesn't matter to me. I honestly, doesn't matter to me one way or the other. But for me, knowing that I am part of nature means that I am an essential, integral part of the experience of God. Buying Space says he was Buying Space. He was one of the most famous atheists in modern history. Yep, I get your point. But again, it doesn't matter. You can call God whatever you want, but if you say that you are essentially part of nature, it seems almost impossible to place a split. But who knows? Goku says a pickle with a fruit is so gross in Grass Valley, California, in American, but a manila envelope never missing. Birthday cake for a while. History. It's an excellent point. Excellent point. I look forward to reading your newsletter and hearing more in your theory of pickle fruit and the Gross Valley, California. Okay. I really don't want to debate Nietzsche, but that's fine. Buying Space says he didn't think nature was part of God. Yep, I'm not claiming that he did. I'm offering my own perspective of using a Nietzsche quote. I wanted to quote the Cosmic Dancer because I love the analogy. That's all. Not, I'm not arguing with you. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to argue with anyone. But I am going to take a walk in a few minutes. Let's see. Hey, Pure Blood. Pure Blood says, what's up, Paul? How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. I hope you guys get an opportunity to stop by this afternoon, and we will air your list of grievances if you have them. And if you don't have any grievances, good for you. I'm glad that you arrived there. You know, I'm working on it. Frank Space says, I'm just stating facts about your source. Yep, the source didn't matter, though. I appreciate that, Buying Space. But again, I was using an analogy. I love the term Cosmic Dancer and his explanation of it, of what it was. And then I just fit it into the perspective that I was offering. So to me, it's like Ramana Maharshi said, that it's a pointer. And we never want to lose sight that a pointer is not the thing itself. Ramana Maharshi likened it to using a thorn to remove a thorn, and then you throw them both away. So again, I love that term Cosmic Dancer and his explanation. So I wanted to use it as the analogy for holding things lightly and moving with the experience. Philbert says, I was watching some girl. She calls herself Olive Oil. She got mad and put me in timeout. She was cussing all the guys out. Doesn't sound like a fun morning. How are you, Tandra? Got some coffee from Garrett, Austin Garrett. Thank you, my friend. We're going to bring Tandra's channel up so we can start her playlist bright and early. Let's see which playlist that we want to do. I enjoyed yesterday's live stream too. I might revisit that again this morning. Pureblood says, have you ever heard of her? She's on about every night. I haven't heard of her. Tanya says, how you doing? I'm doing good. Says it's a bit late, but I'm glad I caught you. Buying Space says, maybe we can talk when you have more time. Absolutely, my friend. I would love to. Absolutely love to. I know I know that you've done some videos offering a lot of the some Bible readings, and would definitely love to hear your perspective on all that. You know what? I'd just like to spend some time with you, having a discussion. Pureblood says, you've got a big day today. Do you? Not really. Same as every day. 427. I'm glad it's updated. With 5 days being held, Tandra, you're halfway there. You're over halfway there. Pureblood said it's like 16 degrees here. I think it's probably the same for me outside. I'm going to have lots of layers on. It's almost 5:20 in the morning. I think it's supposed to warm up to like 40. But it's going to be a while. Tanya says, thanks, I have a new video as well. Yep, I think I saw that. Or I didn't see it, but I saw that you had a new one. Yep. 12 minutes and 40 seconds. Has that been added to your playlist? Hey, my friends, if you could do me a favor before I head out for my walk. Our friend Tandra is, as you can see, 1,427 recognized watch hours. And YouTube always holds 5 in reserve before they're counted. So that means she's definitely over 15. She's over halfway to being that first level monetized. And to me, that's the most important level. And that's the most meaningful for sure. But if you can go visit, maybe watch a video, one video, or if you got time or an extra device, if you can watch a playlist, would be even better. And here's something I can guarantee you. If you ever ask Tandra, hey, could you watch a video for me? Could you go through my playlist? She would say yes. Thank you, Pureblood. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Tandra says, thanks, Yogi. Absolutely. I will tell you how I got monetized. Not because I'm a great YouTuber or even put out great content, to be honest with you. I got monetized because my friends believed in me and they offered to help. I remember this was not even a year ago when I talked about what I would like to do on YouTube, and I wondered, can you earn an income just doing live streams, just being yourself, just putting your stuff out there? And I think I had like 800 watch hours, and I thought, I don't know how I'd ever get there. Uh, and my friend Richard Runs Trails said, I'll help you. I'll have you up on a couple different devices, and I'll play you through the day. And almost instantly, my watch hours started going up. And then he mentioned, hey, you got lots of friends. Ask for some help. And I did. Everyone stepped up. I made new friends, and they helped. And I helped them. And it became a priority for me not to get monetized, but to help other people achieve what they wanted. And everything just clicked. The purpose of my channel: help people, serve people, make people happy. So you know what? You don't need to be the world's greatest content creator. You have all the content you need in your heart. Offer it to the world. Offer it to your YouTube friends. I shouldn't say YouTube friends. Friends. Let's not make distinctions. It doesn't matter if someone's a friend on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. A friend is a friend is a friend, regardless. Pureblood says, this guy who was on since YouTube started, he has a bunch of followers, and he has a Hobo. He traveled all over the country. They found him dead in Johnson City. I heard about that back in May. I think he was a good dude. And he probably was, my friend. Let's see. Tundra says, I'm very much like you, Yogi. That makes me feel pretty happy. We have kindred spirits. It's the same heart. Pureblood says it would be hard for me. I'm 59 years old, and I can be very shy as a little boy. Me too. I'm with you with that. I'm 59 as well. I've been shy my entire life. Pureblood says I've got some good ideas though, if I ever do decide to do that. I'll help you. I will help you, my friend. Pureblood says it'd be very hard for me trying to deal with trolls. Might go live and not have no comments turned on. Hey, let me know if you do go live. Here's my suggestion with trolls. Don't try to deal with them. They are doing exactly what they do. If you go live, eventually you'll get trolls. They don't matter. They're, again, if you see them as, here's a perspective from A Course in Miracles. Everyone you encounter is either extending themselves in love, or they are seeking help or healing. So if someone is trolling you, if someone is even attempting to hurt you, they're literally asking for help or a healing. What do we do if someone asks us for help? We help them. How? I don't know. Every moment is an intuitive moment. We got to turn within and ask, how am I help this person? Sometimes the best way to help them is, if it's a YouTube troll, it might be to ignore him, to don't feed into that energy. Or it might be just to be kind to him. Or it might be to ask him, what's hurting you? And can I help in any way? Can I be a presence? Can I be a friend? Again, I don't know. We ask. We turn it over to God. Whatever your concept of God might be. And it might be nature itself. Pureblood says, God, I talk a lot. I'm usually not this open. I don't mean to take up your show. I'm sorry. Hey, you're not taking up anything. You're part of it. You're part of the live stream. I appreciate that. You know what, Pureblood? When you offer stuff like that, you become essential to the conversation. Tanya says, Yogi, have you company Christmas Day? Yes. Mocha, we'll be coming over. I doubt that I'll see my sister, which is weird because she lives across the street from me. I will see my brother. Pureblood says, be 59 the day after Christmas. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy early birthday. Tanja says, nice mocha coming. Yeah, always good. Pure Blood says, I appreciate you saying you would help me. That's really nice of you. Thank you. I'd be happy to. But you know what? Because you show up, because you participate, automatically makes you part of our community. That means you got an entire community that would help you. Here's the wonderful thing about this community. You won't find a single troll in the community. And all of them would be there to support you if any trolls showed up. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience. It's a beautiful community. A community is made up of beautiful individuals. Pure Blood says, I guess you can always block them too. Can't you? You could. I don't like doing that. You know what? I accept the entirety of the YouTube experience, whatever it brings. Anyone who is trolling or doing anything, it's up to me to ask, how can I define this? To look at my own reaction. And when I'm aware of my reactions, they begin to disappear. Instead of being reactive, I become responsive. Tandra says, Pure Blood, hi there. And Pure Blood says, Tandra, good morning. So, hey, Pure Blood, just keep letting us know what you want. Do you want to expand your channel? Is this something that you really, really want? And we will help you. Pure Blood says, I'm really glad I found this channel. Seem like good people here. Excellent people. The most beautiful and loving and caring people show up here. I've been truly, truly blessed. And I hope that I can offer that own blessing towards other people as well. All right, guys, I'm going to go out and take my walk. Thanks for hanging out with me. Much appreciated. I will be here again at 1 o'clock. Pure Blood says, yeah, I've had a crazy life. I truly believe I could help a lot of people. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, you know what? All you can do is offer your gift to others. And it's always entirely up to them whether they accept it or not. But your job is just to do what you do. Just keep doing what you do. The right people will hear you, and that's all that matters. Stay on purpose, and your purpose is always to give, to always extend love. All right, Tandra says, bye, Yogi and Pure Blood. Pure Blood said, that's great. Absolutely. Tandra, have a blessed day. Thank you for offering that, Pure Blood. And guys, thanks for spending time with me. I will see everyone later. Take care, guys.